What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Starfront Observatory. This is Brady. He is our guard dog. And he's not gonna let me film while I'm outside because he really likes to play stick. Anyways, this is another construction update. It's been a while since we did one, but we've got a lot of exciting stuff done at the observatory. Last time I made a video, I said we were making a bunch of new buildings. I don't remember if it was 2 or 3, but we've got 3 new observatories that are pretty much almost done. These are buildings 3, 4, and 5. The one you can see on the very end, building 5, is the one that will be done next. And it actually already has telescopes inside of it. In fact, we just installed our 100th telescope at the observatory yesterday. So huge milestone, very exciting. And the observatory is going to have a lot of new scopes coming online very, very quickly. A lot of you are probably wondering, what is the wait list? What's the status on reservations for spots in these new buildings? So currently, these 3 new buildings are about 85% reserved. So if you want to get a spot at the observatory, you should make a reservation soon because there are not very many spots left, even in these 3 new buildings. They are mostly spoken for. But that being said, we'll continue to make new buildings as people continue to reserve. The whole idea of the observatory is to make this available and accessible to more people. So we're going to keep expanding so long as we get new people interested. So I won't speak to construction of any further buildings yet, but I'll give you guys some more updates on, when that is being planned and the timelines and such. But apart from that, a lot of things have grown, especially with the community and such. With all these new people, the Discord is up to like 660 or so members. It's probably one of the most active astronomy communities online, which is really awesome. There's a lot of people, offering tips, advice, just messing around, sharing their images. It's a fun time in the Discord. And with this whole community aspect as well, we've been doing a lot of cool projects. In the last couple months, we've done one Starfront collective project, which is basically where all of us will put together our telescopes on one target and we'll collect tons of exposure time in one night or multiple nights. So last project we did was SNRG 25.1-2.3. We discovered a new planetary nebula. We got the first optical image of a new supernova. So that was really exciting. And now we're doing a new collective project on the Triangulum galaxy. And this project is going to have like 36 participants, whereas the last one only had about 8. So it's very exciting to see, what kind of stuff we can do with all these people together working on one target. And that's honestly one of the things that excites me the most about this observatory, is the ability to do these collective community projects where we essentially make a giant professional telescope just acting together as a bunch of amateurs. But yeah, there's a lot of new images coming out from the observatory as well. If you just look up Starfront on Astrobin, there's a ton of really awesome customer images. We got our first observatory A-pod these last couple days, thanks to Mike Tyvalma. We've got our first Astrobin image of the day, courtesy of me. It's turning out really great. The amount of interest has been awesome. It looks like Brady is done trying to play stick with me. He's gonna go try to play with Nathan. That is another thing to update you guys on. As we get more telescopes out here, of course, our need for technical support goes up. So we have a growing team of people out here on site now to do telescope installs, tech support, make sure things are working. So yeah, it's a huge group effort, but it's going really well. I'm gonna walk around now and show you guys buildings 1 and 2, because these are actually all the way filled up, except for maybe like one spot. And I'll also give you a walk around of the new buildings. This is the inside of building 1. I'll go ahead and give you guys a brief little tour inside the building here. So this room is basically all filled up. It's got probably 60-ish telescopes, a lot of small AM5s, a lot of refractors, a lot of epsilons, a lot of edge HDs, but this is a full observatory. And like I said, the collective project is about 36 telescopes. So many of the scopes inside this building, all wide field instruments, are all working together to image one thing at one time. That is building 1. I'm walking over here. Building 2 is also basically all filled up. This room has most of the bigger telescopes, including mine. There's building 2 for you. All the big scopes. My telescope right here is it's a RASA 8 on a JTW Trident. I'm actually planning to put 3 RASAs on this system. So it's gonna get pretty crazy, and the hope with that is that we'll just be able to image things of lower surface brightness that weren't really possible before with just one telescope. But I'm gonna park it now. So now my stuff is parked and we're ready to go for another night. I have also been working on the collective project as well. So I'm just doing straight triangulum every night. I did luminance for 2 nights, and I think I'm gonna start running up O3 tomorrow or tonight, because tonight is looking pretty amazing, as you can see from these nice blue skies. One great quality of life improvement thing we've made out here, before I show you the inside of building 5, is our pier manufacturing facility, which used to just be, you know, an open covered area, is now set up with walls. It's got a concrete foundation, and that's where we have all of our drop-off telescopes, all of our shipments. All that stuff ends up in there in a nice clean covered space. We stay super organized now inside of the actual observatory buildings, which is a big improvement. All right, so here is buildings 1 and 2. We're probably gonna have to rename them so that they go in a proper line. While we're walking around on the outside, it's probably a good idea to discuss some of the design changes between the old buildings and the new ones. Obviously, the biggest change is these older buildings are made of wood and the newer buildings are made of metal. And there's a lot of good reasons for that. One, the metal is lighter than the wood. So we can make a slightly larger building but still have the same roof weight and then have more space for more telescopes, which, you know, is better for everyone. The other benefits of metal, of course, it has better longevity, it's better in the heat, and it's just gonna last longer. That isn't to say the existing buildings won't last for a long time. It's just, you know, metal is better, it's lighter, a bit easier to work with out here, and so it just makes more sense. You also notice these roof tracks come out a bit further than in the old buildings, and that is just to give a better view on the southern horizon. We are going to be expanding the tracks on 1 and 2 as well once these new buildings are all finished up. So yeah, that's how they look from the outside. There's 1 and 2, and then 4, 5, and then 3 right here where I'm at now. All right, so here's the inside of building number 4, and this is actually the first time I've been in here with the walls and everything on, which is neat. You can see here, this is all the insulation we have on the buildings. They are going to get air conditioning as well, because we want to keep these things cool during the heat waves. But it's pretty neat. You can see this building feels a lot more spacious than the other ones, and I think a lot of that is just not having wood roof trusses going all throughout the building. This one just feels a lot more, it feels roomy, it feels nice. All right, I'm gonna show you the inside of building 5 now and show you all the installs. All right, here's building 5. Don't mind the mess. There's a lot of boxes we're working on right now, but you can see it's already a minefield of telescopes in here. And yeah, here's a couple smaller telescopes in the back row, just like building number 1. All the mini piers go on the very south end of the building. And then we work our way to bigger scopes further up in the north so that we minimize everybody's obstruction with each other, at least when looking south, because south obstruction matters the most. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that brief little walkthrough of the updates on construction and everything else. Like I said, these buildings are about 85% reserved, so if you want to get in on the observatory before we have to start another set of buildings, you should make a reservation sooner rather than later. so that you can get your stuff installed in a quick pace. Yeah, if you're at all interested about our observatory or sending a telescope, just check out our website in the description. Shoot us an email with any questions you might have, and we'll work on answering anything you need and getting you settled into the observatory if you're interested. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.